So maybe you're in debt up to your eyeballs. You feel stressed out. These payments just keep coming every single month. Like, you just came here. Why are you still here? You came back again? And it may stress you out because it seems like it's never ending and it just continues to grow. Or maybe you don't even know where it's at. Today we're going to talk about how to get out of debt and how to be financially free, because that's the goal, right? The goal is not fancy expensive cars and fancy expensive houses. The goal is y'all don't owe you my money. That's goals. Keep it locked with Adam Morris, Crystal with the Cash Compass. If this is your first time here, you came at a really good video, so welcome. Go ahead and like and subscribe because we're going to get you out of debt. And all I'm asking for is a quick little like, little subscribe, maybe hit the bell if you're feeling frisky. So let's get into this. Alright, so this is extremely important because so many people are in debt. Trust me, you are not alone. Acceptance is the first step. Now, I've been there. I feel like everybody's been there. A lot of times you don't even want to look at the bill. You don't even want to open the mail. You don't want to check your statements. You don't want the emails. But you have to look at that demon in the face. If you've reached a point where you don't even want to take a look at it, that means you definitely need to take a look at it. Make sure you accept it and understand that it's a problem that you need to fix and that you can fix. So step 2 is understanding that knowledge is power. Do you know how much you owe? Do you know your interest rates? Do you know how long it will take you to pay things off? If the answer is no, what have you been doing? Figure out these things. The more real it becomes to you, the more shooketh you will be and the more determined you'll be to pay it off. So go figure out, how much exactly do you owe? How much interest do you pay a month? Because remember, you're making payments, the same payment every single month, but how much is going towards your interest and what's going towards your principal? Is the balance even getting paid down? Sometimes you're in a situation where you're only paying interest only. So make sure you're not doing that. You'll be able to find that on your statement. I believe it will break down what you're paying in interest, what has been applied to principal. And if not, mint.com definitely breaks it down for you and it'll show you all your finance charges. So you can check that out too. What's the interest rate? Is it a fixed rate? Does it escalate? Have you found that your credit card maybe started at 15% but now you're at 22? Those are important things to know because you have options and you don't have to keep yourself stuck into a high interest rate credit card. For example, you can transfer your balances to save some money. So definitely check on that one and make sure you're not paying an obscene amount. How long will it take for you to pay it off? I mean, if you see that the payment you're making now, you won't be done paying for another 15 years, that might scare you. So definitely see exactly how long these payments are going to be lasting for. Seeing how long it will take to pay it off will really put things into perspective for you, and then from there you can kind of make a plan of what you actually want that number to be. So what's the strategy, Crystal? We've accepted it already. We're super knowledgeable. We know exactly how much we owe. We know the interest rate. We know everything we need to know about our debt. Now let's pay it off. There's multiple strategies depending on what your personality type is. If you're the type who gets satisfaction in just knowing you're saving more money, then pay off your highest interest rates first. Those are costing you the most. So as quickly as we can get rid of those, the better. This will allow you to save more money because you're tackling those higher interest rates and you're going to be paying that down. So what you can do is you can keep minimum payments on all your other debt and just tackle that one and put the most money onto that debt. Then when that is paid off, you don't spend that money, you put it onto your next debt, next loan, or the next credit card, and we're gonna just keep that going until everything is paid off. If you're somebody who gets more satisfaction in actually seeing things checked off of a list, maybe you have 5 different pieces of debt, and if you get rid of one, that'll motivate you to get rid of the others. If that's the case, then I would suggest that you can pay off your smaller balances first. That way, that'll get done faster, and then you'll actually feel like you're making a difference, right? Because things are getting paid down, your payments are reducing. So in that situation, you will double up on that smaller balance and keep tackling that until that's done, and then you'll take whatever you're paying on there and apply it to your next payment. What sacrifices are you going to be making? You know, do you want to live with your parents or live with a roommate to get some extra income? How bad do you want this? Once you know how long you want to pay these off for, let's say if you have $100,000 of debt and you want to get it paid off in 10 years, well, quick and easy math will tell you you have $10,000 to pay down every single year. That's keeping it clean. Obviously, there's going to be interest and things that you have to consider, but let's just keep it easy. So what do you have to do to get that $10,000 down? You'll have to make sure that your budget is on point and that you're really disciplined. And then you'll have to figure out, what can I get rid of? Can I have a roommate? Can I live with my parents? Can I maybe cancel some of my Netflix and whatever subscriptions? what is it going to take? What sacrifices are you going to make now so that you don't have to deal with this cloud in the future? How are we going to have long-term success? Because keep in mind that the debt is really caused by poor spending habits. So you have to reverse those spending habits. You have to manage a budget. You have to spend less than what you earn. You have to make sure you're actively saving. Automate your savings. I have plenty of videos on my channel already that go into debt about managing your money better, what to avoid. So please make sure you check that out. I will have much more videos on paying down debt. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Talk to me. I want to hear from you. What are your good debt strategies? How fast do you want to pay off your debt? Let me know. And as always, keep your money up. Costing you the most. So as quickly as we can get rid of those. And over there. Go ahead. Maybe you have 5 different. So in this case, you will apply that amount to staying out of debt. Debt is correct your spending habits. So that is caused by poor spending habits. Yeah, it's poo-poo.